Biodiversity Net Gain is a new principle from the government. This is targeted at development to ensure that through development, nature is left in a better condition than it started prior to the work commencing. That's why it's net gain. And effectively what it means is any biodiversity loss at a development site can be mitigated on site if it cannot be avoided. If it can't be done on site, it can be done on adjacent land to the site, or alternatively, as per Duxford Old River here, we can do the mitigation or the offsetting for the client on a much larger, long-term, more specialist scale that we have here.
Matt, how simple or onerous is it for developers to navigate the BNG regulation systems?
The steps can seem very daunting from that side, and really they need some proper advice from an ecology perspective as to how to deliver those gains. For us, we provide, this end-to-end service. We can talk them through all of the stages and they're very simple and straightforward. The actual process of doing BNG offsetting with ourselves is simple, transparent and straightforward. The challenge then moves to our responsibility because we've got to deliver those measurable outcomes for nature over the next 30 years and beyond.
So just tell us then about the change in this habitat bank over the last 2 years that we've had the site.
Now we're developing a range of habitats. The main one that you can see in the background is a floodplain mosaic because this is a wetland that we're in and it was a heavily commercially grazed pasture before. We're allowing nature to restore itself. So we've taken away a lot of the internal fencing structures. We've created a perimeter fence around the whole site. And within that, we're doing conservation grazing. And we will monitor that grazing and ensure that it's sympathetic with the habitats we're trying to restore. Because the flora is lifting and diversifying, that's introducing in species of inverts, birds and others are coming in and are slowly establishing themselves. We're trying to get a functioning ecosystem established here all year round, but we're still at early stages. There's still a long way to go.
So in what way are we delivering value here then, over and above?
The value for developers is that they're offsetting their requirements for their development site, but more importantly, they're handing them over to a wildlife trust like ourselves, who will not only deliver the basic standards for biodiversity net gain, we're also looking at species, we're looking at carbon sequestration, water quality. We're looking at this as a much more holistic way for nature restoration than just the simple parameters of biodiversity net gain.